I've been testing and reviewing Top 1 Trader for the past month and a half, and now I'm ready to tell you my honest review. More specifically, first I'm gonna give you an overview of this prop firm. Then I'm going to analyze all the requirements for the various challenges and answer the most common question about them. After that, we're going to log in 3 different Top 1 Trader accounts to check out the live spreads and see how the trading conditions are. And lastly, I'm gonna tell you all the pros and cons about using Top 1 Trader. If at any point during this video you also would like to try Top 1 Trader, you can do so by clicking the first link in the video description. Using that link will allow you to purchase a challenge, taking advantage of any promotion or discount currently available. So, if you're serious about trying Top 1 Trader, I suggest use that link. And now, let's start with the review. So, Top 1 Trader is a prop firm that was created at the beginning of 2024. And even if they are relatively new in the space, during this time they were able to accumulate more than 1000 reviews with an average score of 4.5, which in my opinion is pretty good. Additionally, here on the homepage of the prop firm, we can also see a few video testimonials of people that use Top 1 Trader and managed to successfully get a payout that, as we can see here, on average it takes only 1 hour and 16 minutes to get delivered. When it comes to trading platform, Top 1 Trader allow you to use Trade Locker, Match Trader and C-Trader. I think that this is a good combination, especially because Trade Locker and Match Trader are integrated with TradingView. So this means that you'll be able to use the TradingView charts inside these tools. I also would like to point out that in case you live in the United States, unfortunately you won't be able to use C-Trader. So if you are a US citizen, you can only use Trader Locker and Match Trader. A few more characteristics that I would like to point out about Top 1 Trader are the world-class support. In fact, once you open a ticket using the live chat, on average, you'll be paired to a customer support agent in around 60 seconds. Then we have Equity Shield. This specific function of Top 1 Trader automatically closes your trades if your daily loss exceeds 2% on any one symbol or 2.5% on all symbols. I know that if you are an experienced trader, this function is probably not useful for you because you understand proper risk management, and so every time you open a trade, you always set a stop loss. But in case, for example, you forget about using a stop loss, or maybe you are a beginner trader that want to swing for the fences every time you open a trade, it's good that you know that this function is in place so that you can never basically lose your entire account on one single trade. Then you have the opportunity to scale your account up to 5 million. The scaling plan is really simple. Basically, if you manage to reach a 25% growth of your account in the past 3 months, and on each month you need to have at least an 80% growth, you are then entitled to scale up your account. The scaling is based on the overall growth. This means that as you grow your account, you can withdraw your profit and they won't be deducted from the overall growth percentage. And then let's talk about the consistent payout. As you can read here, usually you'll be able to request a payout 30 days after being funded and then every 14 days. But recently the rules have changed. In fact, as you can see from this page, when it comes to one-step account, you can request a payout every 30 days, or if you want, you can add the add-on to request payout every 14 days. When it comes to two-step account, instead, the payout windows has been reduced to 14 days, and if you want, adding the instant payout add-on, you'll be able to request a payout anytime after meeting the 30% consistency rules. Not only that, Top 1 Trader also guarantee that your payout will be processed in maximum 24 hours from your request. Lastly, Top 1 Trader also guarantee a 100% challenge fee refund. So this means that whenever you buy a challenge, you shouldn't see that as an expense, but rather as an investment. In fact, if you pass your challenge, you're going to receive back all the money that you invested. Now, let's talk about the various challenges that Top 1 Trader offer. So as you can see, we have one-step challenges, two-step challenges, and instant funding. So let's start with one-step challenges that, as you can see, are also the most popular. So we have different sizes, and the prices, in my opinion, are really affordable, are probably some of the lowest in the entire industry. Once you purchase one of these challenges, you're gonna get access to a full trading course. The profit split is up to 90%, but as you can see, there is this asterisk because you have to buy an add-on to get to the 90% profit split. The profit target is 10% and the time limit is unlimited. So this means that to pass the challenge, you just need to grow your account 10% and you don't have any time limit to do it. Now let's talk about the daily loss limit. As you can see, is a maximum amount of 5%. So basically at 5 p.m. Eastern each day, the daily loss limits is calculating by taking the higher value of your account balance or equity. So based on which one is higher, they're gonna take that value, and then subtracting 4%. So if by 5 p.m. Easter your equity is higher, that's the value that is gonna be used to calculate the 4%. If at 5 p.m. Easter your balance is higher, that's the amount that is going to be calculated to take the 4%. Okay? When it comes instead to the max trailing drawdown, this one instead is calculated based on the initial balance. As soon as you start, your max drawdown is set at 7%. Then, as your account balance increase, also the max drawdown increase until it reach your initial balance. Okay, so for example, on a $10,000 account, once your account reach a balance of 10,700, the max trailing drawdown is gonna lock at 10,000, which is your initial balance, and from that point on, the only way to breach your account is if your balance goes below $10,000. Okay? Then, the maximum leverage is 10-1, and you're also allowed to hold trades over the weekend. Also, expert advisors are allowed, but as I'll show you later, there are a few rules that you need to follow if you want to be able to use expert advisor. Now, let's talk about 2-steps account. So, as you can see, also in this case, once you purchase your challenge, you're gonna get access to a full trading course. Your profit split is gonna be up to 90%, and you're gonna have 2 different profit targets. For phase 1 is gonna be 8%, while for phase 2 is gonna be 5%. The daily loss limit in this case is 5% and is calculated in the same way. So every day at 5 p.m. Easter, they're gonna take the higher value of your account balance or your account equity and subtract 5%. In this case, the max drawdown is static, so it means that it doesn't follow you. So, for example, on a $1,000 account, your account is gonna be breached if your balance goes below $9,000. And it's always stayed the same. In this case, we have a consistency rule of 50%, so this means that a single trade cannot represent more than 50% of the overall profit of your account when you pass the challenge. So in this case, for example, if you have a $10,000 account and the profit target is 8%, it means that you need to generate $800 in profit. The consistency rule is 50%, so you cannot have a single trade that generates more than $400. In case you did, so let's say that you have a trade that generates $700, now your profit target is increased to 1,400 because 700 is the 50% of 1,400, okay? You have a maximum leverage of 30-1. You are able to hold trades over the weekend. Even in this case, the time limit is unlimited, so you can take as much time as you want to pass your challenge. And again, you can use expert advisor. Lastly, the other type of challenges the Top 1 Trader offer are instant funding. In this case, when it comes to these challenges, as soon as you pay, you immediately get allocated the capital and you don't have to pass any challenges. You're gonna get access to a full trading course. The profit split is up to 90% if you purchase the add-on. As I was telling you, you don't have to hit any profit target because you are funded immediately, and you have a maximum trailing drawdown of 6%. So also in this case, the drawdown is going to follow you until you reach a profit of 6%. At that point, the drawdown is going to lock at your account balance, and the only way to breach the account is if your overall balance goes below the initial balance. You're going to have a leverage of 10-1. You're going to be able to hold trades over the weekend, but in case of instant funding, you're going to need to purchase an add-on to hold trades over the weekend. Your time limit is going to be unlimited, and in this case, the consistency rule is 20%, so it's a bit lower than the 2-step. And the only platform that you can use to trade instant funding is going to be Trade Locker, while for 1-step challenges and 2-step challenges, you can also use Match Trader and C Trader. So before I log in into the Top 1 Trader account, I would like to show you a few hidden rules related to the challenges that are not fully explained on this table. First of all, when it comes to the expert advisor or high time frame trading, as you can see, expert advisor are welcomed and you can use them, but they shouldn't be standard expert advisor. This means that they need to be customized. You cannot simply buy a software online and plug it in into Top 1 Trader. You need to customize it a bit so that it is unique. In fact, as you can see here, commercially available EAs with the automated trading algorithm are not allowed under any circumstances. Also, when it comes to high frequency trading, is strictly prohibited. In case of Top 1 Trader, what they defined as high frequency trader are basically all the trades that are held for less than 5 minutes. So if you are a scalper that trade on the 1 minute chart, my suggestion is that you should look at your stats and see what is your average holding times. Because if it is below 5 minutes, I think that top 1 trader might not be the prop firm for you. But in case it's higher, so for example you hold for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, in that case you can use the 1 minute chart for your entry and you won't have any problem. Other rules that you should be aware when it comes to top 1 trader are the fact that latency trading or latency arbitrage is not allowed. Also copy trading or group trading is not allowed. In fact, if they detect that multiple traders, for example, are opening the same exact position at the same time and closing it at the same time, this can put your account in trouble because it's a clear sign that you are following trading signals. Also, hedging is not allowed, while when it comes to news trading, there are a few rules that you need to follow. So, while you are getting your account funded, you can basically trade the news in whatever ways you want. You don't have any restriction. The restriction starts once you get your funded account. In fact, for example, as you can see here, you cannot open or close a trade within 5 minutes before and after high impact news. But if you open a trade 5 hours before this news, during the news event, you can keep your trade open, but you cannot do any changes. So you cannot move the take profit, you cannot move the stop loss, you cannot move partial, you have to leave the trades as it is. And if we click here on more info, we can see a few more information on how news trading is handled by top 1 trader. So as you can see, we have some clarification on executing a trade. So this means that opening or closing any pending order or executing a market order is classified as executing a trade, so you cannot do it. And as I was telling you before, you have a 10 minutes news restriction, so 10 minutes before and 10 minutes after, no trade is allowed, and also no modification is allowed, like for example modifying stop loss or take profit. Additionally, we also have a definition of high impact news. So all news that are marked as red folder are classified as high impact news, so we should look for them. So if a news is not classified as a red folder, you can still trade it if it doesn't directly impact your pair. What I mean is that if, for example, there is a yellow or orange news that influence JBP and you're currently trading Euro USD, in that case, you can have your trade open, you can do modification because that low impact news is not affecting the pair that you are trading. So let's go back to the trading rules and let me show you the other one. Grid trading is not allowed. Martingale strategy is not allowed. Using third-party services, to pass your challenge is not allowed. Masking aspect advisor. Gambling, over leverage or YOLO trading. So basically, when you start trading in a reckless way or you start risking high percentage of your account on a single trade. And then also using multiple IP address or rolling churning of accounts. So basically buying accounts in bulk and then basically gambling on all of them, hoping that at least one is going to pass. I know that these rules might seem restrictive, but the truth is that if you are a real trader, you have a proven strategy, you won't be affected by any of these rules. You'll be able to trade profitably, you'll be able to apply your strategy, manage your risk, and slowly accumulate profit over time. So basically, all these rules are created to stop people that basically use prop firm as casinos. So now that I give you a complete overview of all the challenges, let's log in 3 different top 1 trader accounts and let's check out their spread. So right now, as you can see, I'm inside Match Trader on a top 1 trader account, and these are the spread that I currently get. In my opinion, I think that they are pretty good. Like for example, a spread of only 6 on USD/JPY, 7 on GBP/USD. I think that they are good and they give you trading condition that will allow you to trade profitably. As you can see, the difference is super tight. As I told you at the beginning, also with Match Trader, you are able to use Trading View by simply clicking on this bottom. As you can see, the chart has changed and now you have the Trading View interface. You can use all the various indicator. You can use the drawing tools. So if you're familiar with Trading View, I think that Match Trader and Trader Lock are really good alternatives. And as I was telling you, the spreads are decent, are good. We can check here on all symbols. Here we can have a look at all the assets that we can trade. You see, for example, when it comes to Forex, as you can see, we basically have all the majors, even a few minors or exotic. Of course, in these cases, the spread are gonna be higher, but that's not something specific of top 1 trader. That's something that every prop firm and also broker has. And so yeah, these, as you can see, are the spreads that we have on Match Trader. So now we are inside a trade locker account for top 1 trader, and as you can see, also in this case, the charts that we have is taken from TradingView. Here on the right, we can see all the instruments that we are able to trade, and on this column we can see the spreads. Again, also in this case, I think that the spreads are pretty tight, so you shouldn't have any problem trading with them. There is a multitude of assets that you can choose from, going from Forex Major, Forex Minors, you can have metals, you can have indices. Of course, on certain pairs, the spread is gonna be a lot high, but that's, as I told you before, that's expected. But for example, a spread of only 1 on Euro USD, as you can see, this is the bid and this is the ask, so this is really tight. Also on GBP USD, so on the most important pairs, the spread are always gonna be good. Here we have the maximum leverage allowed, so as you can see, we have the DAX, ESP 35, FRA 40, so these are indices, various European country, JPN, NAS, SP 500, so a few more indices. Gold, spread on gold I think is really good, and then a few crypto. So these are the spreads that you can expect when you use TradeLocker and Top 1 Trader. Lastly, let's check the spread that Top 1 Trader has when it comes to C Trader. But remember, as I told you at the beginning, if you are from United States, you won't be able to use these charting tools. In fact, in your case, you will only be able to use TradeLocker and Match Trader. So in this case, let's say for example Euro USD, right now the spread is 1.6. So again, really good. Let's check some other pairs. Let's go on the Forex. Let's say for example AUD CAD. In this case, the spread is 0.8. So we can see the difference between the sell price and the buy price. Okay, pretty small. Now, let's say for example that we want to see gold, which I know is really popular. As you can see, in this case, the spread is a bit higher. I'm gonna be honest. Probably not the best. If you are planning to trade gold, I would suggest you use TradeLocker or Match Trader. Here on CTrader, it doesn't seem to be the best spread overall. Let's see some other Forex pair. Let's go for example for JPB, JPY, which, another pretty popular Forex pair. Indicate the spread 0.6. Okay, I would say acceptable. We can see there is really low difference between the sell and the buy price. So as we've seen, if you're planning to use CTrader, I suggest you stick to Forex, maybe on things that are a bit more volatile, like let's say metals or indices. You may get higher spread compared to TradeLocker and Match Trader. So now that I give you a full overview of Top 1 Trader, I explain you how the challenges work and also show you the various spreads of the trading platform that you can use. Let me tell you what, in my opinion, are all the pros and cons about Top 1 Trader. So the first pro, in my opinion, are the low prices. In fact, as we have seen, right now Top 1 Trader has some of the lowest prices when it comes to challenges in the prop firm world, and the conditions, in my opinion, are also decent. In fact, sometimes you may find prop firms that have lower prices, but then when you look into the condition, usually the conditions are worse. I think that Top 1 Trader is at the perfect balance between good trading condition and low prices. The second pros are the spreads. In fact, as we just finished seeing, the spreads overall are good, and I think that no matter your trading style, with this type of spreads, you'll be able to be profitable. The third pro, in my opinion, is the scaling plan. In fact, if you are a consistently profitable trader, with Top 1 Trader you can get up to 5 million allocation, which is a huge sum of money to have under management. So if you already proven yourself to be profitable, this prop firm is perfect for you because it will allow you to scale your capital over time and be able to manage huge amount of money. And the fourth pro is the fact that news trading is allowed. As we've seen, there are a few rules that you need to follow, but it's good that during the news you can still hold your trade. In fact, there are prop firms that actually require you to close the trade 5 to 10 minutes before the news. Instead, in the case of Top 1 Trader, as we've seen, you can still keep your trade open. You cannot do modification, I understand it, but you can keep the trade open, and so if you do proper planning, this will allow you to take advantage of the news. When it comes to cons, the only one that I found while reviewing Top 1 Trader is the length of the payout. In fact, it's true that on one side Top 1 Trader guarantee that your payout will be processed in 24 hours, and on average it only take a bit more than 1 hour for the payout to be processed. So in this regard, they are pretty fast and efficient. What I'm talking about is the fact that if you don't want to purchase any add-on, you will have to wait quite a bit of time before receiving your first payout. I think that this aspect of this prop firm can be drastically improved. In fact, for example, instead of having the standard payout for the one step being 30 days, they could reduce it to 14 days and then give you the add-on to receive the payout in 7 days. Of course, I don't think that this is a deal breaker because you're still gonna receive your money, and Top 1 Trader has proved to always pay its trader. So, there you have it. This was my review of Top 1 Trader. As I told you at the beginning, if you would like to try this prop firm, you can do so by clicking the first link in the video description. Using that link will allow you to purchase a challenge, taking advantage of any discount or promotion currently available. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, and until next time, happy trades!